Hola muchachos, welcome back. Very excited about today's video and very excited that I'm drinking this is my cocoa nut milk. It is so good. I did a video on how I make vanilla, cocoa, and golden nut milk, and if you want to see that, I can link down below. Shameless self-promo, but dang, this is some good stuff. This has got me hyped. I feel like I'm drinking in every single video. Today I want to talk to you guys about minimalism. Minimalism is something that I started incorporating into my life as soon as I adopted ethical shopping into my lifestyle. A lot of people think they can't shop ethically because they think it's too expensive, but really in the long run, I have saved a lot of money since shopping ethically, and I will be doing a video talking more about shopping ethical as well as doing a try-on capsule wardrobe for this pregnancy. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see those videos. But for today's video, I wanted to focus on a bunch of things that I have stopped buying, and we're gonna focus on 50 things here. So this is either things I've stopped buying completely, cold turkey, things that I've stopped buying and have been replaced with healthier options or even more affordable options, or things that I just have never really bought in general and I don't feel the need to go out and buy it now. So I really hope you guys like this video. Leave me a comment down below if there are some things in your life that you just stopped buying in order to save money or maybe some other reason. So leave me some comments down below. I love having a more minimalistic approach to everything in my life, from home decor to clothing to food, everything that I own. I want to be as minimal as possible. Tons of benefits to that, and that's another video that I'm going to be sharing with you guys very soon. But as for now, here are 50 things that I have stopped buying. Number one is knickknacks. Knickknacks for me are things that look very cluttered, things that take up too much space, and things that get too dirty. Also, the things in my house, pretty much everything has some sort of a purpose or usefulness, and knickknacks don't do that for me, so I never actually purchase knickknacks. Clothes. Now, obviously, clothes are something that you should buy, but only when there is need. Shopping for clothes shouldn't be a hobby or an activity, but something that you go out and do because you are in need of it. Notebooks and journals. These were things that I used to buy often because you go to Chapters and the front of a notebook looks really cute, you buy it, never use it, or you never use all the pages. I used to be that person, so now I never buy any notebooks or journals. If I feel like I need one, there's a lot of places that you can go to. Certain businesses, they'll hand you out a notebook. I even get them as gifts, so I don't feel the need to purchase them. Movies and CDs. We're just at a time now that everything is on the internet, and there's no reason to have to buy a movie or a CD and then house it somewhere in your house. Pop and sugary beverages. It's just more of a health decision and also a money-saving decision, but buying pop and sugary beverages, it's just bad for you. You're drinking sugar syrup. I save money when I don't purchase pop, and I'm also doing my health a favor. Bags. I used to be a bag collector, but I realized there's only 2 bags I need. A backpack, which is my everyday like diaper backpack. It's black, so it's neutral and it goes with everything. And then I have a smaller bag for when I'm not using my backpack and I'm going to a wedding or an event or somewhere where I only need to carry a few things. I don't need to have a lot of bag options. What I need is to have a couple bags that'll go with a lot of things. Jewelry, and it's the same thing as bags. You don't need lots of pieces of jewelry to go with things. You need a small amount of jewelry that'll go with a lot of things. So for me, I really like watches. They're classic, timeless. I've had this bar necklace for maybe 5 or 6 years. These little hoops were given to me, I think, by my dad when I was about 11. I wear them every single day. Investing money in jewelry means that you're going to have pieces that are going to last a lot longer because of the quality, and you're not going to spend your money on cheap, trendy pieces that are just going to fall apart and look ridiculous next week. Artificially fragranced diffusers, candles, air fresheners, I never buy. If I notice my house is starting to smell bad, the first thing I'll do is actually wash any linens that I have and textiles. And then going beyond that, I'll use essential oils to naturally freshen everything. It's very safe. Because of that, you will never find me at a Bath & Body Works ever again. Smoothies and juices. These are things that I can make at home for a fraction of what you can get at a smoothie or a juice bar. Literally where I live, you go out and pay 10 bucks for a smoothie and you don't really know what's in it. Where I can make it at home for so much less, tastes just as good. Body sprays. This is another thing that kind of goes into the artificial fragrance category. It's not good for you to spray onto yourself. It's not good for you to breathe in. And I used to be that person that would go to Bath & Body Works and buy like 10 at one time body sprays, and I would never go through any of them. And to be honest, they all just kind of smell really bad. Getting my brows done. I'm someone that will do them myself, I have a video on self-care, and in that video I show you guys how I tweeze my brows, wax my brows. I can link it down below. I save so much money doing brows myself. I save a lot of time, and again, I know exactly how I want them done. Dairy. So this started just when I found out I was lactose intolerant, but from that I've been saving a lot of money not having to buy milks and yogurts and cheeses. When I want to make almond milk or cashew cheeses, I buy almonds and cashews in bulk, and doing all my calculating, I'm actually saving money doing so than if I was to buy dairy. Badly farmed meats. I no longer buy meats that you could buy at Superstore or Walmart or Costco because you really don't know where they came from. I like to buy my meats ethically, sustainably, and locally farmed. Firstly, they taste so much better, and also they do have a little bit more of an expensive price tag, so I find myself actually buying less meat than I used to. And if I feel like I need something to really pair with the meal that's a little more heavy and filling, I'll use beans or legumes or mushrooms or chickpeas or quinoa, which is a lot more cost effective. Shavers and shaving creams. I never buy these anymore. I only use my epilator. An epilator, and again, my self-care routine is linked down below. I show you how I use my epilator. I paid like 30 bucks for it 5 years ago. It's still going strong. Zero mess. The pain gets better over time. Since I've no longer shaved and gotten shaving creams, I've saved so much money every single month. Makeup wipes. I find just using a coconut oil or a micellar water with a reusable cloth does the trick just fine, and I don't find a use for makeup wipes. Manicures and pedicures. Same thing with brows. I can paint my nails myself. I can trim my nails myself. Do it at home. It saves me tons of money. I only have to buy like a really cheap nail polish every couple months for an upkeep. Memberships. And this is in total. Gym memberships, magazine subscription memberships. Are you really getting all the use out of it? Are you taking advantage of the money that you've put into your membership? Right now, I just have one membership, and I have made sure to completely get my money's worth and then some, and I'm continuing to do that until the membership closes. Really think if you're gonna use this before you purchase some sort of a membership, because you may think, oh, it's only 20 bucks for the next how long? But are you really saving money? Various cleaners. Some people have toilet bowl cleaners and stainless steel cleaners and glass cleaners. You literally just need 1 or 2 cleaners. I like an all-purpose natural cleaner. I just did a bathroom cleaning video that I can link down below, and I share with you my favorite all-purpose natural cleaner, and it is bomb. So stop buying tons of different cleaners. You really only just need 1 or 2 to get the job done. Bottled water. I don't have to explain this. It's so much better for the environment and just recycling in general. You drink it, you chuck the bottle away, hopefully you recycle it, but honestly, just buy a reusable bottle and refill it all the time. You're gonna save a lot of money. Dryer sheets. I don't feel the need for these. I find that over time they really ruined my clothes, and they're actually not very safe to put in the dryer. Can you say fire hazard? So I actually use wool dryer balls. You can get like a 4-pack for like 5 bucks or less. They last forever. Fabric softener. This is just something I feel like is a luxury. I don't really need it. I remember once having it and never really seeing too much of a difference in my clothes. If you want to naturally soften your clothes, you can always use some sort of a vinegar, and way better for your clothes, therefore your skin that you put your clothes onto. Overbuying food. When you go shopping, make sure you have a list and stick with your list. When you're buying food, only buy the things you need. A minimal amount of food is not bad. In fact, it can cause you to be really creative in your meal making. Just in case items. We all have those items that we keep just in case. You don't need them. I'm sure someone else that you know has something like that or similar, which you can borrow, but a lot of those just in case items you will probably never use. Impulse buys. Again, kind of going back to the grocery shopping, all types of impulse buying, because I knew impulse buying was usually, it's such a good deal, it's on sale, and I would wear that thing once or look at it once and then I didn't care and it was gone. Impulse buying is actually some of the main ways that so many department stores and clothing places really make their money. Stop impulse buying and you'll save so much money. Bagged salads. This is just ridiculous. If you're paying 5 bucks for a bagged salad, that's an issue. You can get it for so much cheaper and make it so much yummier just on your own. Alcohol. I've never been an alcohol person. I've actually tried, I've tried liking beer and wine, not my thing. So this isn't something I've actually stopped buying, but this is something I never did buy. I'd rather go for water or sparkling water. Honestly, it's so much better to me. Toys. So I'm a mom with 2 kids and 1 on the way, and these kids rarely get new toys. The reason for that is because it really is unneeded. Bringing in new toys to your kids often can actually stop them from being really creative. Ivy and Calvin have had the same toys for a really long time, and watching how they use them differently and try different things and even use them for things they're not really supposed to use them for is cool, and I can see their minds working, and they're working at entertaining themselves. Ivy and Calvin can get toys on their birthday or Christmas, and that's pretty much it, and they're totally fine with it. Fancy dishes. People don't care squat. Well, maybe some people do, but I don't. If I go to someone's house for dinner, I don't care what I'm eating off of as long as I'm eating something. You don't need a set of fancy dishes. You just need one set of dishes that's going to work. We just have white plates, white bowls, white mugs, and it works great for us, and no one actually cares that we don't have fancy dinner dishes. Coffee filters. Me and Kieran don't do coffee filters. We've actually just done a French press, so we're saving money on coffee filters, and I really do feel like French press coffee is way better than drip coffee. Dishwasher rinse. Another thing that I feel like I just really don't need. Again, I can substitute vinegar and it works so much better. Salad dressings. Just like salads, you can make your own dressings. If you have olive oil, red wine vinegar, mustard powder, garlic powder, salt, you can make almost every salad dressing. You really have to. Plastic toothbrushes. I'm doing my research about just plastic in general and what happens when it gets into a landfill. It takes about 400 years for a plastic toothbrush to properly decompose into soil. That is horrible. So we're actually starting to buy bamboo and wooden toothbrushes, and so far it's a really great switch, and the toothbrushes last so much longer. Seasonal decor. I'm not going to decorate my house with spring decorations. If it's fall time, I'll sometimes buy a few pumpkins. I have a little white one right here that Ivy got. Christmas time, I do like having a little bit more seasonal decor because it's just so classic, but I save a lot of money with just sticking with what I have. It's just another thing that feels really cluttered to me, so I try to stay away from it as much as possible. Latest gadgets and tech. We should just all completely turn off our minds to what's new from Apple and Dell and all this stuff, because you don't need it, and it really is sucking away money, and then you're not getting the full use of your other gadgets that you already have that work just fine. I just make sure that when I do buy some sort of gadget, that it is good quality, depending on who has made it, secondhand or just right from the store, and that I'm going to get my full money's worth out of it. Souvenirs. Just don't buy souvenirs. I'll tell you right now, the best souvenir you can ever have is take a picture. A lot of people go and buy t-shirts or the bobblehead things where they go for souvenirs, and then they're in a box and you forget about them, but you can't part with it because it's a souvenir. Just take a picture, put it in a scrapbook. It's seriously so much better. Cable TV. Again, everything is just my computer's over there, just so you know. My computer's like right there. You're like, what is she pointing at? Everything is pretty much on the computer. When you buy cable, you're paying 50% to watch ads, and then the other 50% to just switch through the channels trying to find something to watch. It'll hopefully turn you off from watching the TV so often, and you can focus your attention on better things. We're getting close, we're getting there. Heavy liquid makeup. Right now I'm doing some sort of a makeup challenge, and that's a video coming soon. But there's some types of makeup that I just don't have, and that's heavy liquid makeup. I don't buy heavy liquid makeup anymore because it doesn't look very natural. It doesn't suit me, and it makes me feel very thick and cakey and even just kind of fake, and that's just me. I really like using powders, lightweight products, let my skin breathe, and also powder products last so much longer than a liquid product and are usually actually a lot cheaper anyways. Hair creams and treatments, and to be honest, these are all gimmicks. There's no hair cream that you can buy that's gonna seal your split ends. I have my shampoo, my conditioner, my dry shampoo, and that's all I need. Mouthwash. This is again something that I feel like is very extra and I don't need it. If I brush and dentifloss my teeth really well, the need for a mouthwash is pretty much nil. On sale items. Just because it's on sale doesn't mean you need it. This kind of falls into the category of impulse buys. I used to be that person. I used to purchase things just because it was a really good deal, but for some reason in the moment I just had to buy it because I mean it was only $5 or $10, right? All that money adds up. And also the money that you're putting that towards usually isn't a good business or a good corporation or even a good product in general, not worth your money. Whew, my throat's getting dry. Heels. I don't buy heels unless my one pair of heels breaks or something. I only need one pair of heels. I need one black pair of heels. When these black ones die, I think I'm gonna go for a nude, but I'm not gonna buy that nude pair of heels until the black ones die. And the reason I say heels just specifically, so many girls have so many pairs of heels. How often do you wear them? If you have 4 pairs of heels, you should probably be wearing heels almost every single day, because that's the only thing that justifies having 4 pairs of heels. Let alone some of the people I know that have like 20 plus pairs, like crazy. Same thing with the bags. I just need one pair of heels that's gonna go with everything. Apps. Sure, it's $1 here, $2 here, $10 here. Again, it all adds up, and are you getting the full money's worth from them? A lot of games people will buy and they're into it for a week and they forget about it, and there goes all your money and even just time spent playing that certain app game. Pre-prepared foods. Don't buy pre-cut watermelon. Don't buy pre-cut pineapple. Cut it yourself, prepare it yourself, store it in your own reusable containers. I just don't know why people are still buying pre-prepared foods. Swimsuits. Again, we don't need a lot. I have 2 swimsuit tops and 1 swimsuit bottom. The style is very timeless, it's very modest, it's very comfortable, and it'll fit me for I think a really long time. You don't need a ton of different bikinis and swimsuits. You just need a few that are really good quality, that you really like, and that are gonna look great every single summer. Hair extensions. I used to wear hair extensions often because I was pretty insecure about my very fine hair, and now I just know how to style it. I'm reading more about where hair extensions come from, and it's really, really sad. Secondly, it's just that extra step that you have to do that takes a lot of time. Hair extensions are expensive. If you learn how to work with your own hair and make the best of what you got, it's so much easier, and it'll again save you so much money. Blankets and pillows. I've never been a huge blanket and pillow person, so it wasn't so hard for me to kind of like stop buying these things. I have what I need. I have a couple blankets, a couple couch pillows, and that serves me well. Mugs. I don't buy mugs ever, and the reason why is because firstly, I'm always gifted mugs, which I really, really do enjoy. So I never find a need to go out and buy mugs. And also, just like the notebooks, don't be sucked in because it's really cute mug. All mugs do the same thing. BPA kitchen tools. I don't buy any kitchen tools that have some sort of a BPA or other harmful product in them. I'm sticking to a lot of glass, I'm sticking to a lot of natural woods, and also the tools that I now buy last a lot longer, which is less waste. Number 49, plastic bags. When you go to the store, bring your own reusable bags. There's no reason that you should be using plastic bags. It's bad for the world, and you actually have to pay for them depending on where you are. So just do yourself and pretty much everyone else a favor and bring your own reusable bags when you go shopping. And the last thing, which is maybe the most important thing, trendy stuff. Don't buy something because it's trendy, because in 2 weeks it won't be. And then you'll be discarding that item, whether you donate it or chuck it in the garbage or whatever. Even donating something is still a mild form of being wasteful, because you don't want to give something away because it isn't trendy and then you can accumulate something else and then it's an ever-going cycle. I find when I purchase quality over quantity and timeless over trendy, I'm saving a lot of money, and I'm really thinking about what I'm purchasing, and I get tons of use out of it, and I use it until it dies. Thank you all so much for watching this video. That was my list of 50 things that I have stopped buying. Let me know if you want to see more minimalism type of videos, and if you have an idea of what you would like to see, please do a girl a favor, leave me a comment down below, because I want to start a minimalism series here on my channel. Maybe like a how to get started, like baby steps towards minimalism. I think that would be really cool. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!